Hi all, this is Lee the History Boy, finally back with another Fun Facts with Liam, which of course, as you know, is every Friday in four at a time, uh, one at a time, 4 episode segments. Yeah, sorry, been at the some of the leftover New Year's party booze, homemade wine and sherry. The sherry's not homemade. But yeah, I was scouring for some facts, and these are all. Think of it as a belated Happy New Year special. But unfortunately, this year New Year's didn't fall on Friday. It fell on Wednesday. So Tuesday or Wednesday, I forget. Anyway, what's important is it didn't fall on this Friday. But maybe it will. Maybe it'll fall on a Friday next year. But anyway, yeah, these are all going to be things that happened on New Year's throughout different years, basically. So yeah, this first one is about uh, the Roman Catholic Church, and what's bizarre to me is how late this came about. So for years and years, for centuries, I suppose the papal states and the Roman Catholic Church and all that kind of, it's more political than you think. For example, not including all the Vatican City stuff and maybe some of you have watched a bit of the Young Pope with Jude Law, for example. It's all just kind of a political power grab. It's like it's basically like stuff with Julius Caesar but recycled in a different place. You know, um, of like a Christian bit of Rome. But I'll stop waffling on. Basically, for years and years, the Roman Catholic Church always insisted that the start of every year would be the 25th of March, and it was only in 1622 that it was officially agreed upon by the Roman Catholic Church that the New Year as a whole and the Gregorian calendar in the whole Christian kind of based way of recording things, that it would be uh, the 1st of January. Yeah. So while other branches of Christianity probably already agreed, at least 100 years, 50 to 100 years later, I mean earlier, that is, the Roman Catholic Church was a stubborn mule, or should I say, stubborn papal bull, which is not a bull at all, but um, anaphemorcation joke. But yeah, anyway, um, yeah, they were stubborn. They were stubborn enough to insist that it still be uh, the 25th of January, Mars Day, the Roman god of war, which also may or may not have been, for example, as another mini fun fact within a fact, may have also been um, Tiwaz, which is also Tyr in Germanic and Norse mythology. So it might have been it might have been like Ares in Greek mythology, but he most likely would have been Tyr in Norse mythology, or maybe Odin, his father in a lot of versions of the story around him. Um, but yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting to me how basically calendars. We all know calendars, especially in the West, where it's basically Gregorian calendar and slash, like Christianized Anno Domini Grecian stuff basically left over. But depending on if you're a Christian, depending on what branch of Christianity you follow, for example, the subject of this episode, the Roman Catholic, Roman Catholicism, they didn't, I guess, submit to the whole 1st of January calendar for some reason, probably because of, like I said, Mars Day, March. It's a Roman thing. It's a Roman Catholic Church. So it wasn't until a good 400 and a bit years ago that in certain among certain people and all that, depending on who you ask, New Year's what it was well in spring. You know what? I'm thinking they should have probably kept that. That would have been nice. New Year's festivities in the middle of spring. Yeah. It makes you wonder if they would have had Christmas still in December. Maybe that would have changed too. So for our ramble on and all that, well, even more and all that shit. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll, of course, as usual, see you in the next ones.